Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, reporting to you from the annual conference of the American Pistachio Growers. It's been a great couple of days here in Palm Desert. Grateful to be here. And this is Richard Matoian, Executive Director of APG. He gave a great update on where we're at as an industry. Could you tell us about, we just had record plantings last year and a record crop.
Yeah, in 2018 we had 30,000 acres of pistachios planted. That was our largest planting of pistachios in our history. And while there may be concern with there be potential overplanting, when we look at current shipments for this year, we are well ahead of where we have been even in our highest shipment year. So that's really, really positive news for the industry that consumers around the world are buying our product. They want American-grown product for our food safety, our quality, and our consistency that we have.
Right, and you launched a study about what we are expecting by 2026?
Yes, so we had a retired USDA economist do a study looking at the number of acres planted, when they're going to come into production, and what exactly that means in terms of actual production. So we know that by 2020, next year, we're going to hit 1 billion pounds, but we also know that by 2026, we're going to hit 1.4 billion pounds of pistachios produced here in the U.S. So what that gives us really is an opportunity to look at and plan for the future so that we can create consumer demand ahead of the production. And so this gives us a good lead-in time to help be able to effectively market all those pounds.
Yeah, and with all these pistachios coming into production, do we have the infrastructure at this time to be able to take all of that labor, processing facilities? It seems like there's going to be a lot of need for growth.
Well, one of the great things about pistachios is the fact that we are highly mechanized. So labor is important, but it's not as critical as compared with other industries. Beyond that, each one of our individual processors are increasing their hulling, their drying, their sorting capacity each and every year. In fact, there's going to be 1 or 2 new processing facilities built in the next year or two. So that's really going to help the industry have additional options to be able to take their product to. And so I think as the industry grows, the industry is also planning for that growth with the additional plant fixtures, facilities that they need to handle the crop.
Great. Well, thank you, Richard. Gain the full report of the proceedings of the annual APG conference in the coming issue of Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. And be sure to thank our sponsor of these video news reports, Jordy Nursery, for their industry support. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.